I was wondering, why do you think that people today find anger so entertaining to watch?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that this is a recent phenomenon, or do you think that this is something that's deeply ingrained in human nature? I was thinking about the ascendancy of like reality television, for instance. Or
I don't think that this is something that's new, that displays of anger are intrinsically fascinating. And thus, in the early American Republic, we had these newspaper wars between the Federalists and the Democratic Republicans, and they were hugely vitriolic. They seldom had a face-to-face quality. It was people like bloggers today posting their angry views, and it sold newspapers. I think anger has clearly been a major component of drama, from the Greek tragedians to the present. So we know that anger is a spectacle. There is a certain thrill in watching other people be enraged with each other. A few years ago, there was a big dust-up between Rosie O'Donnell and Donald Trump, which was, for America, just pure spectator sport. Very few people like either one of these individuals, but it was great fun to watch them tear into each other. Now, are we doing more of this than we used to? I think the answer to that is yes, that now that we have taken the shame away from being angry and instead gotten into the habit of awarding gold stars to those who are angry in creative ways, we have made the performance of anger a much bigger deal. In the 1970s, we had McEnroe, the tennis player, who broke all the traditions of the tennis sport by putting tantrums on the court, yelling at linesmen and things like that. At the time, it was shocking, but now that kind of behavior has become, I wouldn't say routine, but so common as to be taken to be part of the enjoyment of watching sports. So we've brought anger into our arts and our entertainment, even high art now.
You're saying that even in the last 10 or 15 years, there's been a more mainstreaming of this, so that what shocked people about McEnroe in the, when was it, the 80s?
70s and 80s.
70s, 80s,
Yeah.
would not be as shocking now.
I don't think it was.
Yeah.
Bodie Miller, the ski champion, alpine ski champion, was notoriously just over-the-top angry guy. But Bodie Miller doesn't hold the status of McEnroe did at the time as someone who's just a complete...
In preparing for this, I went back and looked at that great old clip from the movie Network, where he
I'm mad as hell.
He says, I'm mad as hell. And he says, I don't know what to do, but the first thing I want you all to do is to get mad. And my reaction, just having not seen that movie for years, was when I first saw it, it seemed more self-evidently to be a parody. Now, you know, you watching that, you flip to another channel, there's a guy pretty much like that. I mean, you know, I mean, there really is. Anyway.
Howard Beale was the character.
Howard Beale.
And he was insane. So you have to put that into the picture. This was counsel from a man who had a nervous breakdown and was raving mad, and yet the line that remains from the movie treats that as though it was a good thing.
A good thing. Now, who is the poster boy for a new, or girl, the absolutely crystalline essence of the kind of new anger you're talking about? I want you to anthropomorphize
Rush
this.
Limbaugh.
Limbaugh?
He's a poster boy.
Oh, I'm not sure I want to.
You don't want to do that.
No.
You don't want to do that. All right. You don't want to pick a person. I think of Limbaugh as not. I think of him as more of a kind of entertainer type. But
I do too. I've said that. Koss, or the Daily Koss, is a pretty good instance of
Anger.
a man who seems to be nothing but a expression of anger.
Of anger, yeah. All right, well, I won't make you choose.